Hi, I just got a letter in the mail. Did you know that there is a new disease called cat scratch disease? I'm about to read the pamphlet. I have my baby kitty in my arms right now. What is cat scratch disease? Apparently, it's from a little tiny cat. And kitties are usually the ones who are going to be the ones to spread it. Cat scratch disease. Can you believe that such an innocent little creature could pack such a punch? I mean, look at her paws to start with. They don't look so big or so mean. But do you know that this purring creature can cause a terrible disease, especially in children? I got a pamphlet here. And it's strange, I've had cats my whole life and I never knew about this disease. But apparently it's really prevalent in children. Do you want to buy into it? Well, here's how you get started. It's simple. All we need to begin is an infected cat. Just follow the directions below, for this is not such a good kitty deal, after all. Have you heard of us, maybe by a different name? We are also known as cat scratch fever. Usually, we are transmitted by a kitten. Once you have been scratched or bitten, your furry friend will typically leave a papule at the infection sites. This is not a good sign. This disease is usually followed by regional lymphadenopathy within 1 to 2 weeks. The disease will be with you for a while, so be prepared. But it will typically clear itself within 2 to 4 months, not weeks, months. That's a long time, actually. So if you're sure that you have the time to devote, you might be interested. After all, you won't have a choice. Now, symptoms may include oculograndular syndrome, encephalitis, neurotinitis, and arthritis. The disease is even worse for the immunocompromised. Who are we? We represent cat scratch disease, which is caused by a gram-negative rod, Bartonella. We are fastidious, meaning we need a special nutritional facet or the right kind of an environment for us to grow. We are transmitted by a simple cat scratch or bite. Beware, we are life-threatening. It may cause severe anemia. Proceed at your own risk. And here is some good little pictures from the Kitty City Gazette. Yes, this is a serious illness. Now, I'm going to read on. Is it hard to believe that such a docile creature can pack such a punch? Don't be surprised if your purring ball of fur causes much more than you bargained for. If you are not careful, this disease tends to affect primarily children. There are about 250,000 cases of this in the USA. 80% of these cases are made up by small children, as mentioned earlier. We were first established in 1889, but as you should be aware, we likely existed prior to being discovered. Don't be shy. Show off your war scars from your best friends. What can you do about it? There are several treatment options. First, make sure you clean your wounds. We wouldn't want a secondary infection to get involved, or any additional symptoms from not keeping the papule site clean. Next, you can always take some erythromycin, which you should have not long before you're back on your feet. But remember, prevention is always best. Don't aggravate your cat. And I'm sure you don't want to get rid of your kitten, so just try to be docile around your furry friends. I know sometimes that's hard. They always like to play, don't they? Just look at these deadly pause. If you've already signed up, that's not such a good deal. But there is hope. Yes, there is. Simply follow our directions and you will be back to your happy self in no time at all with your lovely pets. First, you want to make sure you have really bought into our propaganda. So let's be sure you have this illness. Let's look at your options. Option number 1, get a fabulous biopsy of your lymph node plus a gram stain, all in one shot. Option 2, don't want to wait? That's just okay. Have an ELISA test done. We will get you rapid results in no time. This will be performed by the CDC. Well, this is what can happen to your fur, but to you from a very bald fur. They got really mean paws, so be careful before you get a new kitty. Make sure it doesn't have this deadly disease. After all, these little kitties are so cute, aren't they? Let's see if I can get her to scratch. Especially if you have more than one cat. If you get in the middle of this fight, you might be asking for more than you're bargaining for.